Honestly, you've got to stop bothering
Billy,
us. No, do all that. Billy, here you are again. Another good performance. Did Sky give you man of the match again?
Yep.
Did they? What are you going to do with all the booze? Do they do? Oh, they don't do booze anymore. What do they do? What was it you got? Is it a medal?
No, it was like a little
trophy.
Yeah, it was like a trophy.
Okay.
Yeah, a trophy.
You enjoy that then?
Yeah, it was good.
Good game, wasn't it?
It was really good.
We were just talking about the second goal, the Pedro goal. You into Giroud, into Ross, straight into Pedro. Lovely clicky football today. It must have felt nice playing.
Yeah, it was really good playing. So it was the amount of times that we were playing forward and getting between the lines and playing wide, making the box. That happened a lot today. And today we took our chances. 4-0, great result and 3 points.
So, early part of the game, you were sitting slightly deeper and playing those passes and breaking the lines. The second part of the game, towards the end, you're breaking in and break, but you set one up for Tino there. As literally, he's like, you must have thought, pull the trigger.
When I seen Tino was like, do I shoot or do I pass it? And I said, nah, he's going to score. Playing with Tino, you know Tino doesn't miss, and I don't know what happened.
Did he complain about the pass?
No, he never.
He had to take a touch?
I never said anything.
Should he have shot first time?
Should have scored, yeah. No, we were just talking about it in change room, just laughing about it. But no, well done to Tino and Armando. Premier League debuts, they're buzzing.
That's 8 now. I don't know, you probably don't know this because it's our job to keep tally of these things, but Frank has given 8 debuts this season, including, I mean, obviously Tino got a little go against Grimsby as well. 8 plus Tammy and Fiko Tamori, who played once under Gus Hiddink a couple of years ago when you were, however old you were, ridiculously. I mean, that's a ridiculous amount of academy players in a team that is 4th and still 4th. You know, this isn't a team that are 16th or in the Championship or League 2 or something. It's amazing how many of you are coming through.
Yeah, I know. Well, I talk about trust all the time with the gaffer, but that just shows how much trust he has in the youth players when they come down to train, and you can take your opportunities. And you seen today when they came on, they done well. When Mindo was running the channels, winning free kicks, and Tino nearly had a goal and was doing well, getting 1v1s. But no, it was overall a great performance and a good day for Chelsea.
Right, we should do this in Glaswegian. They won't understand a word, will they?
Aye.
You can go away, we'll have a wee chat to each other.
Get Big Dunk back and you're not going to have a chat.
Big Dunk was here a minute ago as well. I don't know if you remember, I had a quick word with you up at Newcastle just at the end of the game, and I said, we could do with you out there. And you laughed a wee bit, and I'm thinking, no, I'm being serious.
I remember in the stand.
In the stand, and I said, because having watched what you've done before, I've always been confident, and lots of us up in Scotland have been looking forward to this happening. But even so, it seems to be very quick now. Are you getting really buzzy about it, or are you just quite calm about it?
It's a bit surreal still, coming on, playing with top players, do you know what I mean? But this is something that I've been dreaming of, and when I go out there, I need to show that I'm not just a passenger. Like, I need to be there and do something different in the team to keep my position in the team. But the boys in the team have been brilliant with me. Tony Rudiger's been brilliant with me, always talking. Aspie's always talking, give me a real confidence so they have when I'm going to training, when I'm going into the games, and that's something you need as a young player, is that confidence. If you don't have that confidence, you're not going to play well. You're going to be a bit under pressure, a bit naive. But I loved it, so I did, and the first team boys do really well with the youngsters.
We were all asking, we were talking about this, all 3 of us have talked about this in the past. Having Frank is great, or Gaffron in your case, but Jody as well. I mean, you might not have seen Jody playing, but Jody not dissimilar in the type of player. He must be desperate to talk to you all the time and give you information. Yeah, the gaffer, Jody and Joe Edwards is brilliant with me. So they're obviously I've had Joe and Jody through the youth, 2018, so they know a lot about me when I'm having a bad day or a good day. But no, always really good comments, tell me what to do, even going into half time, like do this. You see how they set up and telling you what to do. But it's brilliant for them to tell you, like, they've been there, done everything. And when you're going out to play, that's a real confidence as well, when you know that they're trusting you to go and play that style of play and to get on the ball and do what you're good at. Just one last quick question about this. When I started here and I came on the first couple of games, not dissimilar to yourself, really young, not the biggest, not the tallest, the buzz from the stands when they get behind you, the boost that it gave me was unbelievable. Is that what it feels like? Because in that stand, the love for you coming down is unbelievable.
It is some buzz. Today I did hear them singing. Last I kind of calmed down, but no, I could hear them, and you don't know whether to laugh, smile, don't know, you're a bit like,
very
blown away
lashy,
by
doesn't
it.
it?
But it's brilliant. That's what I mean for the young players coming here, and it's massive. When the fans are totally up for it, they're brilliant, and they properly drive the team through.
Well done, young man. Gaffer.
I mean, you can't have thought that was going to be as comfortable as it was. I mean, it was great. They were bad, we were good. I mean, that's weird.
Yeah,
game.
I mean, analysing them before the game, they're a good team, and they've got good players, a good manager, a lot of variation in their game. So I knew we had to be at our best levels. And when you've got your injuries and the midfield looks young and offensive, you do have not your concerns, but you consider how tough the game might be. We've got everything spot on. And the difference between a lot of our home performances this year is that we've had actually first halves a little bit like that and we haven't scored. We've got nervy and the games look bad, and I've stood here with you disappointed. We did everything today and we finished early in the game. We looked really on point. We looked focused in every part of our game. I'm delighted. I really enjoyed watching that.
This is the first game. I was going to make that point before you made it, but it's the first time I've stood here with you, and actually we got what we deserved. And sometimes we don't always get what we deserve, but you've got to punish teams, and we've been in a position to punish them when we haven't. Today we did. It feels like this kind of performance and result has been coming.
Yeah, I think that, Jason, and I was speaking with the lads, the staff there, and that's the thing, we have played a bit like that, and the hard bit sometimes is the ball in the back of the net. That's unpredictable. You can work all week to get up there, and sometimes it doesn't happen, and that's been a fact of our season. And then obviously the nervy conceding goals, which you want to. So that's why a clean sheet is as pleasing today as well. But the way we played, the work rate in midfield from the lads of getting after the ball, not just midfield but all over, and the play and the simple thing about how can we make a 4-4-2? Can we go wide? Give them areas to cover and ground to cover. Billy opening up, playing his fullback simply, like simple stuff that's beautiful when it comes, and it's quick and it's crisp, and we did it for so many big parts of the game.
Being Scottish and small, I'm contractually obliged to say the words Billy and Gilmour in any question I asked just now. He was great, but look at the options. The options for you now with the players that you brought in, that must have increased it more than you maybe even expected between now and the end of the season, because you've got the other players coming back.
Yeah, and that's nice competition within the squad. And we've got a good group now that have gone through some tough times in the last run of games, and sometimes that brings you together, and sometimes we've had a few harsh meetings lately, and I think the harsh meetings have made them focus. I think it's been a good thing. The thing I loved about Billy today was he played at the base. He was fantastic. The minute we changed and brought Reece on and pushed him up the pitch, he took that on board instantly. All of a sudden he's arriving in the box, he's in high positions, his game intelligence is great. So really pleased. He comes in and he's obviously given me a load to think about in a really positive way. And the crowd, look at the crowd reaction to him, singing his name. They love him. He's such a good lad as well. So it's been a lovely story for this week, and obviously now the hard work does begin with it.
Billy Esther, they're calling him apparently out there now. Being English,
I didn't get that, by the way. I'm
going to do the other midfielders. Ross has had a great week and great timing given your options or lack of options. And Mason, who's played so well so often this season, but his goals dried up completely, and he's got to be scoring goals sometimes, hasn't he? That was just his second in 4 months today. So a word for them, and for Reece James, who you played in there, who I guess you must have seen doing that a bit for Wigan, because he did do that. He can do that, can't he?
Yeah, firstly, Ross is a great story. I love Ross's character. He's had a tough season, been out of it sometimes, and it's easy then to just not give up, but go just make it difficult for yourself. His attitude in the last few months, and then you get the results. And Ross there today against his old club, he'll love that as well, and he deserves that moment. The way he was like sort of taking his time on the ball at the end, I thought normally I wouldn't like that, but fair play. Mason, I think we forget with Mason because there's so much to his game, and he hasn't scored in a long time, and I know that gets a little bit of traction, but at the same time he's like just 21, just turned. He presses like not many midfielders in the Premier League, and he's a young boy at 21 years of age. I had so many things. I didn't step foot near a Champions League game until I was like 25, just on my personal. So when we judge him was that young boy who was in the Championship last year, and he's been brilliant this year, and that will give him more confidence. And of course, I'm on him all the time. He does need to score and assist more. It was the last one. Someone else you mentioned.
And Reece James playing in there as an option.
Yeah, nice one to look at. He's so comfortable on the ball. He gives us physicality as well. So it was nice, and he got straight into the swing of things straight away.
Yeah, we're looking at the goals. They're all very good goals, but the Willian goal, the pass and the build-up to that goal, I don't know if you had a chance to look at it again.
Yeah, I have, yeah.
It's absolutely phenomenal, isn't it?
Yeah,
and
that's what I was saying to the lads at half-time. I was a bit worried about the last 5-10 minutes of the first half, that we just came off it a bit with a bit sloppy passing, and the way we moved it smoothly, less touches, moving it from side to side. Even Aspie there is overlapping, that opens up the extra yard for him to get his shot away. And the second goal I loved. It was something we worked on yesterday.
Over 20 passes. I think it's the second highest passes completed in the build-up to the game.
Is that right?
I think, I believe so, yeah.
So brilliant, and that's work coming together. But we can't. I think that's game done. It's one game, but it's nice to see it.